this. It's not one of those things where it's like an old school patriarchy, like where it was like in 1930s, 20s, where the fuck maybe, where they just couldn't do anything. We were beating on them. Shit like that. I'm not saying that.
Modified patriarchy.
I'm saying it's in our perspectives. Where, like, for example, when I talked about, like, I think a woman, like, having a business or something like that, and we automatically assumed that she was a masculine woman because she made money. Just the perspective. We put them in a box that you aren't supposed to go higher than this, or else we're putting you in a certain category. Before I even interact with you, you could be an amazing woman, but just off my ideals, you aren't supposed to surpass a certain number that I'm comfortable with. If I'm only making $30,000 a year, the woman that's making $1 million a year may make me very uncomfortable unless I'm very insecure in myself. Her habits are different. She wake up at different times. Her routine's different. You gotta really be secure in yourself to be next to her. But if you feel like she is supposed to be under you, you are going to shame that woman for simply being just being herself. But there's another man who, let's say, is making just as much or more, who doesn't give a fuck about any of that. She's like, you're just a normal human being. The money, I don't even see it. How you're acting is actually very normal. You're not acting masculine. That's why I'm like, it comes down to perspective. That's why when I said patriarchy, I wasn't talking like this old school 1930s, just back in the day. We're just like slapping them up and shit like that. It happens, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. It's how we view them from the start. It's like problems where it shouldn't be problems from the very beginning, and then we get mad when a problem happens. It's like where we were manifesting problems before there were any. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get your perspective. Most definitely.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, of course there is women out here who are promiscuous, hoes, all this. Like, I'm not saying that does not exist. But majority of these women is not walking outside on Figueroa. Most of the people inside of these houses is not standing on Figueroa. And is a normal person. They got a clock in. They got a job.
I could point out 4 that's on Figueroa. Sadly.
They got a job.
Sadly. But that's the truth. I mean, he's 22. I can't give him all the game. I'm listening. I'm trying to ingest, learn. Maybe he knows something these 37 years haven't seen. I'm listening. And I love it. He's my favorite cousin. He's very intelligent. My other favorite cousin died, Kiana Faye Jenkins. This is Jalen.
I mean, if we're talking about environment, we're only like 2 blocks away from Figueroa. So I wouldn't be very surprised if there was people. But the majority of the world, this is what I'm saying, like, environment is also very important. Majority of people is not standing on Fig. The immediate community might be, which means that the women that you're dealing with you're running into more women who are more than likely to act a certain way because of proximity. But the majority of the world, they're not selling their fucking bodies. It looks like that. It's like, oh, they're going after providers.
This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You're talking about perspective and you're talking about majority of the world. So that means a generality. I'm not speaking in generalities. I'm speaking in reality. So what I just said, I know a hoe there, I know a hoe there, I know a hoe there, I know a hoe there. And they all look different. And they all take their ass up Western. And they all take their ass up Figueroa. And I done fucked a couple of them. That's how I know they hoes. So I'm not just talking and you think that I'm talking about the whole world. No, I'm talking about reality. What I see every day. I live in fucking in the hood. But I'm not talking about, so ain't no patriarchy over here. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You just
So we can't speak in generalities. We speaking about.
No. Do you know what reality is? That means it's never changing, no matter who it's happening to. It is just, that's just is what it is. You grew up here. You grew up on the blade. We are the Western and Fig is right here. If you didn't grow up here, you probably wouldn't be able to say that's a hoe, that's a hoe, that's a hoe, that's a hoe, that's a hoe.
But Jay, I know you don't know this about me, but I traveled the world. My passport is stamped. I played ball. I'm kind of smart. I traveled the world. I've been to Morocco. I've been to Libya. I've been to Spain. I really know women. So I get your perspective, and I never said I disagreed, brother. What I'm just trying to tell you is take off your rose-colored glasses for one moment and understand that the patriarchy is actually an oligarchy. It's banks and these people putting these egregores into the space where y'all think that y'all have something to march and fight about all the time. So it's a patriarchy, but we could have Me Too. We could have Epstein lists. We could have all these different things. Don't approach women in public. All these. Don't look at me. Oh, okay, bet. So men don't approach you no more. Everybody's still mad at the male just for being male. So when straight males like you are perpetuating a patriarchy that doesn't exist in the black community, it's kind of like just, I'm listening, but I wish you would just come back, holler back at me in 5 years, bro. Holler back at me in 5 years, please. And then you will see, like, even women talk about it. They like, man, dating a woman, this shit sucks. I see what y'all be talking about. Like I said, man, as an older gentleman, I don't even know how many women I dated. But like I told you that number earlier, like, I'm not proud of that stuff. I had to fail a lot. You told me, or was that C? He said, fail fast. Was that you or him?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I love that. So sometimes you got to go through a lot of fucked up shit to get to a good person or a good thing. Like, in your relationship, ain't gonna be no patriarchy. So I'm not saying there's no reason to talk about it, but when you lock your girl down and she the dancer or she the videographer or she the person that could hold the da-da-da, you feel me? And y'all really locked in, ain't gonna be no patriarchy. That's all I'm trying to explain. Like, bro, don't get sucked into the suck, bro. A lot of this shit, yes, some women has fallen victim to patriarchy. I'm not saying it don't exist. I know what it is. I'm a political science major. Of course. What I'm trying to tell you, that shit don't fucking exist over here. Or over there. Or in your relationship. We gonna be great. There's no reason to even, like, defend that shit. Like, who even, what? That's how black women got sucked into the feminist movement. That's how black people got sucked into the Democratic Party. Because you always empathizing with somebody else's feelings. You not worried about what's going on in your hood. We fucked up over here. Democrats ain't doing shit. Republicans throwing it in the basket. So what do? Cut the bird in half. Stop dealing with it. Independent party, do something on your own. Nah, y'all not 6th level thinkers. Y'all still on level 2. Playing, come on, bro. I love Sega too, bro, but come on, man. Just like, that's one of the reasons I had to stop talking to Daryl. He talking about Black Lives Matter. Nigga, I don't care about that shit. Ain't you see the bitch went and bought a mansion on y'all money? 2 mansions. 4 years ago, I got kicked out for Thanksgiving because I ain't had no COVID shot. Grandma tripping on me. I said, baby, just eat your grapefruit. Eat more lemons, more ginger. We good. You don't need those shots. So I ain't arguing with nobody after a while. Denzel stopped eating meat, all this stuff. I was proud of everybody doing their stuff. Deshaun and Daryl, they I think they was doing Netflix at that time. They was working at Netflix. We all got fake COVID cards. Found out it was a fucking federal offense. Fucked us up. I say all that to say your knowledge now won't be your knowledge later. I think anybody that's intelligent know that the COVID shit was a scam. Ran on the whole populace. It's called a psyop. So don't get sucked into that shit, bro. You too intelligent for that. Patriarchy. That shit don't exist with us. We good men. You think did I write it down or did I record it? Long story short, I never put my hands on no woman. Never had to. And that might be a side quest to you, but to me, that's pertinent to what we're talking about. I ain't no patriarchy in my house, but you gonna run my program or you gonna be single. Is that a patriarchy? Cause I got a program? Cause I have morals and boundaries and you're going, when you with me, this is how we gonna move? Like I say little stuff like, okay, tell me if this patriarchy. My ex was so beautiful, bro. She loves sundresses. She like long dresses. But cause once again, ain't no patriarchy. She just got new titties, right? So she don't want to wear bras. I'm like, when you with me, you gonna wear a bra. And when you without me, you gonna wear a bra outside. Is that patriarchy?
You shouldn't even been talking to that type of woman. Let me bring this thought back. You're talking about patriarchy. She got her boobs done. That's a very promiscuous woman from the very start.
44 years old.
That's not the woman that we're talking about. It's crazy. We're talking about.
I'm giving you personal shit.
And it's crazy too. You keep saying these people are hoes. These people are hoes. There can't be a hoe without a trick and a pimp. Which means in some dynamic, there's a patriarchy.
Point it out.
Pimp, how can I put this? A woman, let's say she walks outside, she can wear sundresses, she can wear what she wants, because at a certain point in time, women were walking around naked. Men just knew how to control themselves because it was normal.
Facts.
So it wasn't a problem.
Facts.
But we got so involved in it and wanting to control. This is my pussy. Cover this up.
Mm-hmm.
This is my ass. Put some clothes on this. You can't. That's not your ass. She's a human. That's a point in time where the ass didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's